The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration regulates the amount of hours a driver can drive. In a given day, drivers can drive up to 11 hours a day, but they can work up to 14 hours per day. Now, no driver can drive past 8 hours without taking a 30-minute break. These breaks are regulated due to drivers getting fatigued while driving for long distances, as well as the hours. The hours come into play because too many drivers in the past have driven well beyond what is a reasonable number of hours to be behind a wheel. A number of accidents caused, deaths due to traffic accidents involving trucks. So, with the FMCSA, they created a rule that regulates the number of hours these drivers can drive. Now, depending on the industry they're driving in, it can vary from industry to industry. So, a standard truck driver drives the 60 hours per week, but they also get a 34-hour break, which then allows them to actually reset their hours and drive actually more than the 60 hours per week. So today I'm going to demonstrate exactly how a driver goes about tracking their logs and making sure that they are following all federal regulations. In each instance, a driver has to make sure that they track every hour that they are on duty, off duty, in the sleeper berth, or driving. When a driver logs onto a vehicle, he goes on duty. When a driver begins to drive, then he switches to on driving. Now, each stop the driver makes, the driver must identify on the paper logs exactly where he's stopping at. City and state must be very clearly legible because these documents are federal documents that can be submitted into a court of law. Each of these documents help track exactly how many hours the driver is working per week and helps when the driver is involved in an accident or does something that probably shouldn't be doing. So anytime that a truck driver goes to a weigh station or is pulled over by any type of law enforcement officer, that officer is allowed to go and see the driver's log books so he can understand exactly how many hours that driver has been driving. Now, due to issues in the past, the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration has decided to do away with the actual paper logs, and all drivers by the end of this year will now have to have what they call e-logs, or electronic logs. These logs will help all of the motor carriers, whether it be the corporations or the independent owner-operators, track everything electronically and submit them to DOT so that they can verify that they are staying within the proper regulations. Now today I'm going to demonstrate these paper logs, and it will help you get a better idea of exactly how these work. So here it is.